1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Yes, Regenesys has a YouTube channel. So shout out to all our Regenesys Business School students, BBA students, ACBM students, PDBM, MBA, DBM, all of them. So today we're actually going to talk about our BBA degree. And with me, of course, I have the wonderful Linda. Yes. So, and we're wearing our Regenesys merch today. So you should definitely find out about our merch, guys. Okay. So tell me, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of BBA?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is business, and as we know that our world is, veering into new forms of business. So obviously you need to know a lot about business when it comes to what you have to choose when it comes to a career.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because for me, the first thing that I think of when I think of BBA is a person who's successful in business.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of people who have done the BBA degree and they've gone far with their careers and their life paths.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. And actually, I want to give me a take. What actually is BBA a great career? What do you think?
Yeah. I think BBA is a good career for somebody that is more business based, who wants to work in an office in corporate, or who wants to be an entrepreneur and make sure that they stamp their foot in the market.
Yeah.
So besides being an employee at a corporate environment, they could also just go out and be an entrepreneur. So, from what you know, which subjects do you think a person who wants to study BBA should have?
Well, if you want to study BBA, you can have marketing management, you can have project management and industry relations, things like that.
Reading.
You can also actually even have, business management and skills development and statistics. Things like that, yeah. And mathematics is very important, It could be, maths lit, it could be, pure maths.
Especially for matriculants.
Yeah.
So like for somebody who has already studied something else, but they want to branch out into BBA, I think subjects such as accounting, finance, your business manager, your personal development, and your business management, that would be a really great way to start and get your foot into the BBA sector. So which career path can a person who studied BBA go into?
Okay, a person can actually venture into office management. They can actually be a manager, they can be, an accountant. A person can even be a human resource manager. And you can actually even choose real estate.
Yeah, wow, real estate.
Yeah.
Well, that one I didn't know, but I do know that BBA gives you a lot of options in terms of where to go into. You can fit into a lot of different types of areas in business. Yeah. So I also heard this other time they said you could be a commodities trader. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So I always thought that when people are trading, they're just doing it from being self-taught. But actually, you can study a BBA and become a good trader.
And a qualified one as well.
Yes. So basically, a person can go into many different types of streams because the BBA degree has all these different subjects. So in your first year and your second year, you're not limited to just business kind of modules.
Yeah.
You actually get a bit of taste of like accounting, finance
management.
Yes.
And a lot of our students actually, it's interesting because they think that, when you're going to come and do finance, they're like, oh no, I didn't do mathematics, I'm not, like well versed in maths.
Yeah.
And actually it's not even about that. It's just, the broad spectrum of just finances and managing them, and knowing how to actually run an organization in such a manner. So yeah, BBA is really well versed.
Yeah.
And it's broad as well,
Very, very broad. I would definitely agree. So let's talk about the money.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the
Everybody
rendelas.
actually always wants to know about the money.
Yes, everyone wants to know, like, after studying a BBA, like, what does my salary, like, what would my salary look like? So I think that's a very good question. Do you have an idea?
Well, like let's start with office management for an example.
Okay.
We're ranging, averaging around, like 60 to 50, 100 and something K.
Yeah.
And things like, what do you think about marketing coordinator?
I think a marketing coordinator could range around 80
Yeah.
to about 160
Yeah.
per annum.
Per annum,
and
right?
that is a good like entry level
Yes,
salary,
yes,
don't
yes.
you think?
I agree. I strongly agree. Let's take an office manager for an example.
Yeah.
You would earn something around 216K to 300, depending what the
Wow.
market value is at that moment.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it also depends on where you'll be working,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So and that is a very good salary range. So and you always start off as a coordinator,
Yeah.
and then from there you go into office management. So I think a lot of people tend to forget assistant jobs, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
nobody ever tells anyone what assistants earn, and that is actually quite a good career. So I know
Yes.
that assistants, they earn about from 50 to 150 per annum.
Wow,
So
that's really
I think
good.
that's a
You
great
can live
entry
on
level
that,
job.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is,
You can actually, what can you buy with that?
The options?
There's a lot of
It gives you a
options,
lot
eh?
of options, yeah.
Yes, no, definitely.
Yeah. So, for instance, I'm thinking BBA, internationally.
Oh, yes.
And things like that. If you started BBA, does it give you entry and access, to work somewhere else if you don't want to be in South Africa?
Yes, and that's actually a great point
Yeah.
because BBA is one of the degrees that's recognized everywhere.
Yeah.
So a lot of other universities, they tend to have maybe business management or business administration, but BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration, is usually recognized anywhere in the world, and most especially the one at Regenesys. That one is recognized like across borders.
Yeah.
So we even have students all the way from India. We
Yeah.
have students from Nigeria, and even some of the we have our online students who are part of the sub-Saharan part of Africa.
That's really
so
interesting, yeah.
yes, so it's definitely recognized everywhere. And I would say that as long as you're able to get yourself the right NQF level
Levels, yeah.
entry, yes, then you should go for a BBA. I would recommend it. So what would you say is the NQF level for a BBA degree?
I'd say it's NQF level 7, yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely is level 7. And if somebody does not have enough credits in order to get into a BBA degree, they can actually study an HCBM degree. I
Yeah.
mean, higher certificate in business
business
management.
management, yeah.
Yes, and that way you can fill up your credits and then be able to go into your BBA degree.
So true. Yeah, I agree with that.
So, since we're in a pandemic, and a lot of people are wondering, if I study this, am I going to be able to work at home? Or if I study that, am I going to be able to work in an office space? So, do you think somebody who studied a BBA degree, what chances do they have of working at home?
For a Bachelor of Business Administration, yes, you can actually work at home, and
Yeah.
things like that. Remote jobs actually don't even require, college degrees. You can actually work anywhere at any time. But for a person who does that, actually, you would have to have a lot of experience. But with our BBA programs, we train our persons, we groom them in a way that they are able to, fit in a market
Place,
relatable
yeah.
Environment.
Yeah.
So you actually can work anywhere in the world. It doesn't limit you, and you don't have to be in an office space. If you're qualified, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, especially because it's a business type of degree,
Yeah.
and you normally work in a corporate environment. Whenever the whole corporate organization closes down,
Yeah.
then you're able to work at home.
Yeah.
But of course, when it's open, then you work in the office space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think if anybody wants to make sure that they've got variety and options, they should definitely go for a BBA degree. What do you think?
So. I think so too.
I think so. Okay, guys, so we've come to the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time.
From me, Linda, thank you so much for having me. It was such a great experience to even talk about BBA, and I think we should do it again, hey?
Yes, go register. Check out our website, www.regenesys.net, and go to the BBA section. Check out what are the requirements. You will be surprised. I'll tell you that you are going to qualify. So until next time, guys,
1, 2, 3.
Bye,
What's up,
guys.
guys?